Here we go. What is going on? Coaching Club Cafe live. Woo! How is everyone doing tonight? Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I love Coaching Club Cafe. This is so cool. I hope everyone's having a great Monday so far. I can't believe it's already Monday. I'm ready for Friday. Anyway, I'll wait for some people to get in the room. Hello, Tabitha. Nice to meet you. I think that you were on Sky's Live yesterday, right? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Suhani. How's it going? Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. So, my name is Kiersa, and I am just joined the Coaching Club Cafe coaches, and I'm super excited to be a part of an amazing group of people with so many talents and be able to provide services for you and help you through any kind of communications or anything like that. So I'm just going to introduce myself. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to meet you. Okay. No worries, Tabitha. So so my name is Kiersa Brenner, and I have been doing tarot and intuitive readings for 15 years. I actually grew up guessing the Christmas presents under my tree, and it really upset my mom. So I wasn't allowed to buy anything like 2 months before Christmas because I'd always buy what was under the tree. So anyway, I come from a background of communication. Communication is so dear to my heart because I feel like it's the foundation of everything that we need to accomplish, whether it's communication with ourselves, communication with our partner, or communication in a group setting. So I live a lifestyle of beach balance frame of mind, and everything I do is very into the beach. So I'm a surfer, a scuba diver, and also a sailor. So I have a lot of experience in these water sports, and so I take those lessons that I've learned and use a mind frame to communicate my style and my intuition when I'm doing readings and also just in my everyday life. And I was reading something right before I came live, and it was like, being intuitive or waking up isn't just, it just happens. You actually learn it through experiences and how you deal with conflict and how you can say, oh, I'm going to take a different path. And that's when you start to use the skills that you've been learning throughout life. So it's pretty exciting. So it's so nice to meet all you guys. Amazing. Yeah, so this is my first live on Coaching Club Cafe, and it's really cool. I've been watching a lot of the coaches go live, and it's really fun. I was on Sky's last night, and I think that was last night. Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. I feel like I'm in a time warp because I feel like time doesn't exist right now, especially since, of the current state of everything. And but yeah, and I'd love for you guys to just chime in and let me know a little bit about you. And also, as we go through the evening, I will be doing some mini readings, probably for just like 5 to 10 people, just to start, and then we'll see from there. But I will be going live every Monday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, and that's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I live in Chicago, so I'm at the 7:30 marker. So, is everyone having a good week so far? Tell me something that you want to accomplish this week so we can concentrate it as a group and manifest it together. For instance, I would love to manifest a new place to live. I have to leave my apartment in the next few months, and I've been putting out intentions to the universe that everything that I want in my next place. Of course, after I got over the panic of moving. But who wants to manifest something this week so we can hold an intent in the room while we're doing this live, and really just, make sure that we're in a positive vibe and, we have everything in alignment with the universe, because ultimately being in alignment with the universe is being in the flow. And since I'm such a water baby, everything is all about water. I also have a Pisces moon in the 29th degree, so I bet you can imagine what my emotional world is like. Okay, Tabitha, you're from New York. That's awesome. Okay, working out this week is also something I'd like to accomplish. A new guy, new job in the same week, that would be a lot to undertake or to take on. But I love it. Yes, that's awesome. Oh, Celeste, what's going on? One of my homies. Oh, everyone meet Celeste in the room. She's such a good friend of mine. We've been friends for 4 or 5 years now, and she's been with me on my YouTube channel, and now she's over here with me, so it's really cool. Okay, so we all want to manifest, or what I'm hearing in the room is manifesting careers, a new job, and a new home, and exercising. So the best way to manifest is to put yourself first, right? Make sure that you're doing proper self-care, because in order to manifest and be in a state of ease, you have to just be kind of chill, right? Like that chill beach vibe. And then you can start manifesting. But the best thing I'd like to do is focus wheels. Have you guys ever heard of Abraham Hicks in the room? I'm sure you have. She does focus wheels, and I do a focus wheel for everything, even a focus wheel before a meeting that I'm nervous about. And so it's interesting because I feel like once I write it down and write down the intentions that I want and I expect with it, and I just let it go into the universe, it starts to manifest. If I like focus myself on something else, my attention, then it's like right in front of me. So, yes, Caroline, how appropriate. Are you talking about the focus wheels? I'm curious. So, I'll answer some questions in the chat. If everyone has a question, and then we will go from there. I wasn't really sure. It's a Monday night. It's a new show for Coaching Club Cafe live on our Monday. Did I just say Sunday? I meant Monday. And so I wasn't really sure on the turnout. So we'll just kind of like see how the night takes us. But just to give you an indication of the style of my reading, I read by just knowing, but I also use cards as a tool. So I use an array of decks that I have. I also have my own deck that I'm creating right now. I have an artist who's creating my own beach balance life cards that will incorporate my passions, surfing, sailing, and diving. And I lean on those cards the most because since I have written them, I know exactly what they mean. So you'll get a little taste of that too. Awesome. Self-care. Yes, that's right. Self-care, you guys, it is the key to everything right now. Okay, so I think I see the first question, and the first question is, there's an important meeting happening on Wednesday between, I'm careful on what I say out in the chat room, or like calling people out, even though people can read the chat, so I kind of like twist it. So if you're okay with me saying your name, let me know. But there seems to be an important meeting happening this Wednesday. Let's see what's going to happen, if it will be good or bad. I like to always see, it depends if it's bad, you know what I mean? I kind of see that in a positive light too, because that's what's in your highest interest. I did pull the 5 to 10 knots card. Ooh, let's see. Okay. So in sailing, I watch the wind, I watch the weather, I watch everything that has to do with water and the temperature, the wind, anything. And 5 to 10 knots is kind of like the slowest building type of wind. That's like when you're sitting outside, there's no way you could fly a kite with 10 knots, with 5 to 10 knots. It would be just, it's just kind of breezy. You're barely getting any kind of like hair, moving in the wind. So I feel like it's going to be a building block, Suhani. That's what I'm seeing. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but I do feel that, especially reading tarot, when you think of the Tower card, that's like shocking, right? And that's because something has been built on an unsteady foundation. So I do feel that it's in your best interest to take this brick by brick and just like tiptoe and building this, whatever this meeting is, and take the pressure away from the meeting and how the outcome is. Visualize what you want the outcome. Be in your truest heart's desire. What do you want? Do you want to stay together? Do you want to separate? It's what you want, but I wouldn't put a label, a good or bad, on it. I would just focus on exactly what you want and just be easy. And also 5 to 10 knots, it is easy breezy sailing weather, so you want to just chill and go with the flow. Don't put pressure on the situation. That's my advice. All right. Okay, Tabitha, wondering about your love life. Let's see. I'll try to keep up with the chat. Let's see. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, cool. Okay. So, all right. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know love is in the air. You guys, listen. Love is on everybody's mind, especially with that eclipse we just had, the 2 eclipses we just had. Don't be surprised that if things get turned upside down. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Tabitha, I will do your reading. I'll pull a Beach Balance Life card for you. Okay. So I pulled the card Mare's Tail. I know these are beautifully artwork that I have made. I am actually creating my own cards, but I'm not an artist. I'm a water baby, so I don't color in the lines. But a mare's tail in the wind is when you look up and you literally see like the sweeping motion. It looks like a ponytail, and it's actually indicating that the wind is going to change and the weather is going to change within 24 to 48 hours. So I do feel that wherever you are currently, it's going to shift in the next couple days. So I don't know how that resonates. Hopefully it shifts in a good way, but you'll have to chime in the chat and let me know. Okay, Tracy. All right, you'd love a reading about a career, or how about a love career? Okay, I'll pull a card for you and see what we have going on. All right, so, woo, okay, so we have red tide. So when you have the red tide, it's literally this like you don't want to go into the water because it's kind of like infested with this this algae that can burn, or just like it just muddies the water. So I feel that maybe you need to get clear a little bit on where you want to take your career and focus in on it, because sometimes when you give the universe a very general reading, it muddies the waters, right? And the universe can't decide, well, I don't know what she wants, I don't know what she doesn't want, so the universe doesn't know what to deliver you. So I feel like you really need to get focused in on what you want so you can have clear water and swim through the clear water and not get distracted by anything that's murky in the water. Does that make sense? Okay, I just need to grab a sip of water. Okay, Elizabeth. Ooh, you're moving too. Hey, you know what? There's something about moving. It frees up all these emotions and everything. You just like, you feel so inspired when you move, because it's like you literally are starting fresh. Now, of course, packing and all that stuff, you know, you got to do it. But I hear you. I pulled the shooting star card for you. I don't know if you can read that. Don't worry, I actually have other cards here tonight too. I just was going with the Beach Balance Life cards. But I do feel that you're going to feel a lot of luck and unexpected win in your next place that you live. Especially by yourself. Wait, talk about a place to live by myself. Yes! Living by yourself, I feel, is so liberating. I feel like it's very important to do at some point in your life, because you really just learn what you like, what you don't like, and you learn how to get along with yourself, and you learn how to embrace that quiet time to the point where you actually look forward to it, you know? But the shooting star card is definitely on your side. I really feel it's going to be a really unexpected win for you, that's for sure. Oh, you're welcome, Suhani. I hope that helps. Okay, let's see. All right, Caroline, let's see. Okay, you want to know if your guy is coming back to you. All right, that's a hard one, because it's like the universe is only going to give you what is in your best interest. But the card that popped out is the Golden Hour. So the Golden Hour card, there we go. Just picture this card to be like a sunset, it's the hour before sunset where everyone looks beautiful and your skin's glowing and everything's perfect. It's like the breeze and you're just winding down, getting ready to go to dinner. But it's really just all about embracing that last couple hours of sunset So I do feel you can take this a couple different ways, where it's going to give you an opportunity to really shine and let things flourish. But it could also be the end of a cycle too, because when the sun sets, it's time for a new day. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing, because maybe getting rid of the old cycle is really going to benefit you to start something new. So I really feel like you should put some intentions down on, if you think it's really going to serve your highest good, separate your mind from your thoughts, because remember, we're not our thoughts, we create our thoughts. So when you sit down and say, wait a minute, you're hearing all these thoughts, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't define who I am, because that's not your inner self, that's not your higher self, right? So I feel that if you need to sit down and do some meditation and get in tune with your higher self. I'm really feeling like solar plexus energy as well, like confidence to really like move forward. And I think that and that's also solar plexus is also sunset colors too, right? So I really feel that you need to just tune into yourself and let your thoughts subside, because you need to understand and know if it's really in your best interest, and only you and your heart knows that. Woo, sorry, I feel like I just went on a huge tangent. So I feel like, Caroline, if you want it, it'll happen, but I feel like you need to be honest with yourself. That's all. You're welcome, Tracy. Yes, okay. I love living alone. It's great. Oh, yeah. You're not ready to move forward? That's okay. You know what? Everything in your own time, right? That's okay. Just visualize what you want then. That's what I would do, Caroline. You're welcome. You'll have to chime in. You can find me on Coaching Club Cafe. I'm doing posts now. I'm gonna be active in the pages. So feel free to shoot me a message, or let me know. I'm just curious, because it's like when I do readings and I'm just coming what's coming to me, right? And I don't have any context of the situation, which obviously I can do a better job at when I do, but it's just interesting when I just kind of like freestyle. And that's what I do. I do improv tarot readings, because I also am an improviser at the Second City here in Chicago. And so I love comedy. I love being on stage and using my right brain and taking my left brain and putting it on a hammock and just letting the energy flow. And that's exactly how I channel. So it's all freestyle. You're welcome. Good. Okay. So let's see. I just want to make sure I got everybody. I know, I hear you about like New York is a big city just like Chicago. If you're lucky to live alone, you can do it. But New York City, man, that's roommate central. Everybody I know that lives in Chicago or in New York has to have a roommate. All right, so cool. Let's see. Please chime in if you haven't already, and I'll give you a reading because we have some time. I know I'm going to do a reading for Celeste. I already know what she wants to know. I'll pull a card for Celeste. Apparent wind. Okay, Celeste. I love you, girl. Okay, so apparent wind. So when you're sailing, you are on a sailboat, right? And you're literally pulling the boat forward with the wind. Okay, so like when you start moving forward and the wind starts picking up and you're gaining speed, you're getting that wind in your face. Also think about like when you're in a car, you're creating apparent wind. That's not the actual wind, that's apparent wind. So the more you put your effort into something, the more you're going to get back, right? It's all about the scales and the tarot. And so Celeste, I feel like the more effort you put into something, the more you're going to get back. And I do feel this very strongly with you for your career. I know this. I just have a feeling about it for you. And I know you're going to get the job you're looking for. And when I say the job you're looking for, that could be also just a hobby too, right? We don't know who's listening, so I don't want that to be taken out of context. But you know what I'm saying. It could be a hobby that turns into something more, right? So the more you put effort into something, the more you're going to get. So that's what I have for that. I can't wait to hear about whatever is going to happen. I'm trying to be careful. I'm careful in what I say when I'm going live. I go on YouTube live a lot too, because you just never know who's chiming in. And so I don't want things to be taken out of context. So while I'm waiting to see if there's anybody that's going to join, I do want to let you guys know that I do have some pick a card readings over on YouTube channel under my name, Kiersa Brenner. And so it gives you an idea of the style of readings that I do, that I'm going to be doing with Coaching Club Cafe. I'm going to also, in addition to be offering the paid by minute, I'm also going to be doing time-based sessions and email-based sessions as well. So I'll be posting those in the next week or so, probably the next week. And so it'll give everybody an opportunity to get, a little bit of what they need, cater to what they need. But you'll be able to see my style. It's very just like fast, and like I get to the point, and in a loving, kind way, with the best possible way to navigate through a situation. Also, I do have some meditations, some sleep meditations over there. Messages from the ocean is what I call it. So I have meditations for believing, manifesting true romance. So, one of the things I'd like to do is, a lot of people ask for love and how to manifest love, especially since I asked you what you wanted to manifest this week. I feel like this would be a good meditation for you. And the key phrase I say in there is, I am the one, and what I'm seeking is seeking me. Rather than looking for the one and looking for that true romance, you are already it. You're already it, and it's seeking you. And then watch it come in, watch it manifest. It's going to be awesome. So that's a really good meditation. I actually listen to it myself because it has some of my favorite sayings that are infused with positive vibration and higher intent, and just really, I just channeled all of the messages that I put into those meditations. So they're free. Go check them out. But yeah, so does anyone have any other questions about me? Ask me anything. Honestly, I'm new. So, you guys have been here a lot longer than me, so I don't know what you expect. I'd love to see, I know that I've seen some of you in the chats. I've seen some of you in posting or just liking some of the posts since I've been collaborating with Coaching Club Cafe. So it's really great to kind of get to know you personally too, because this is going to be a fun journey. We're all on this boat together. That's what I have to say. Hi, how are you? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Tisvi, I don't even want to butcher it. I'm so sorry. I'm probably like, please pick you. Okay. What would you like? What is your question? And if you tell me how to pronounce your name, that would be great too. I'll pull a card for you. Do you have a specific question, or would you like me to just give you some information? Let me know. Chime in the chat. All right, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to pull a card for you. Let's see. These are my Beach Balance Life cards. Beautiful artwork, I know. Interesting. Okay, so I have for you sunrise, and you may not be able to read it because it's, oh, there we go. So sunrise to me indicates a new cycle. All right, you've just gone through a very dark night. Maybe you have been going through an emotional time, depending on where the moon has been. But with all these eclipses, I can't imagine it being easy breezy. But I do feel that you are starting something new. And with the sunrise, you always know that once you go to sleep, the next day is the next day, and it's refreshing, it's fun, and you have so many things you can manifest. Now, my advice to you in the morning is to make sure you're writing down your affirmations and listening to music. That's going to help you manifest that. Also, I feel that by meditating on exactly what you want to, visualizing what you want early in the morning before you even start to go make coffee. I mean, maybe you could drink coffee or tea while you're doing it. That's cool too. But I don't want you to start thinking about work. I want you to think about, or any of the burdens that you have that day, or not burdens, but obligations. I want you to stay in the morning and stay in that, Taz, okay, cool, thank you. But stay in that vibration where you're really in tune with yourself in the morning, because that's when you're literally, you haven't turned on your logic brain, hasn't completely taken over yet. It's the best time to meditate or pull in any kind of affirmations. You can do it throughout the day, but it's a lot harder, I feel, to meditate during the day, especially on a lunch break or something like that, when I've got deadlines and things going on. So the morning time, I feel, is best. So I feel that since I picked the sunrise card for you, that's where it's going to manifest for you, and that's what you should focus on. So yes. All right, so while we're on in here, I'm going to go ahead and pull some other cards. I'll pull some cards for everybody in the room. It'll be just a general message for everybody, but I feel that everyone's going to get something from it, and it'll be interesting to see what comes through. So for this week, I want us to all focus on the current situation, which is, slid right out. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, okay? Let's see, there we go. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So this card is telling me that we all, specifically in this room, and also people who are watching this video after the fact, it's for you too. If you found this video, you stumbled across it, there is a message for you, okay? So I do feel that we need to balance our emotions and balance the solid things we want to manifest, but also balance our spirituality, because we can be very spiritual or we can be very practical, but you have to balance them out in order to manifest, right? You need to feel solid in your foundation. You need to feel secure in your home in order to have self-care, to manifest the things you want. Because if there's anything that is really hard and puts up resistance to manifestation and manifesting, is not feeling grounded, okay? So I feel like you need to feel grounded, but also pay attention to your emotions and what Spirit's trying to tell you. So this is for all of us. Oh, Neptune just went retrograde. Woo! Woo! All right. If you put good karma out, it's coming back. Taz, that's for everybody. So I'm doing a card for everybody. The first one, the sunrise, is your card. Okay, so our challenge this week as a collective is Southwest Breeze. Southwest Breeze is when you are sailing, at least here in the Great Lakes where I live, which, by the way, the UK can fit into Lake Michigan, so it's not a small lake, okay? People are like, why do you live in Chicago? And I'm like, because it's an ocean. It's basically an ocean, even though it's a lake. It's salt-free and shark-free. So anyway, Southwest Breeze is the perfect time for sailing on the lake. Literally, it comes offshore, so it's super warm. The lake is flat. There aren't any waves. It's just beautiful, and you literally just glide. You can go for miles and miles, like 10, 15, 20 miles, and it's wonderful. So what I'm seeing is our challenge this week is we need to be able to go with the flow. Hello, Consuelo, how are you? So yes, our challenge this week is to be able to go with the flow. Do not put up resistance. You just have to sit there and totally chill. Like if you're getting anxious or frustrated, get up and take a walk. Get out of your environment. Go do something different, right? So this is our challenge. So our overall advice this week, let's see. All right, balancing spirituality and practicality, going with the flow. What else could be the advice? Sacral chakra, okay? So we need to have the confidence to accomplish and move forward with what we want, okay? We need to really make sure that our chakras are balanced, but specifically pay attention to the sacral chakra, okay? I like to, this is also one of the sunset colors. I was just talking about this. And it's all about confidence. Get into that Leo energy and know what you want to manifest, but also do with grace and ease, because you want to balance the spirituality, because you know you can manifest it. But you want to balance the spirituality and also the practicality, because if you're not practical about this situation and manifesting it on the timeline that the universe wants, it's going to make it draw even longer. It's going to take even longer. And we all know that one. All right. So that is the reading, and I'll pull an overall card for all of us this week out of my butterfly cards. It is pouring cats and dogs right now. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder and lightning. I hope my electricity stays on. Okay, so the overall message for all of us this week is seeking and finding. So interesting how this card pops out, seeking and finding. Let me see if I can get that to, it's too bright. But seeking and finding is also balancing spirituality and practicality, okay? So seek the information, the people you need. You know what you need to manifest and what doors you need to open, but trust that timing is everything. Let's see. I'm just reading the chat. Oh, Sierra, what's going on? Do you like my fairy lights? Let me see if I miss anybody. We only have time for one question tonight. However, I am available after this for readings if you want to give me a call. And you can find me on Coaching Club Cafe. And I'm actually the featured coach right now. So I'm new, and I'm also the featured coach, which I'm really excited to get to know everybody. And thank you, Sierra. And yeah, and so as I said, right now it's just by the minute. However, I will be doing time-based sessions. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. You can either go to the Coaching Club Cafe website, or I can post the link in the chat that goes directly to my phone. And so if you have any other questions, we can dive deeper. I just wanted to keep things general because we have so many people in here. And oh yes, that's right, you're going into winter and it's 3 a.m. I'm so happy you popped on. That's so cool. Thank you for stopping by. That's so awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. That's an honor to have people from around the world come in on the chats. That's so cool. Though I'd probably be sleepy if I were you. But yeah, so overall, I'm really happy to be here. There's a really great group of people in the club, and I hope I didn't lose my chat. I feel like my internet's kind of going in and out. It's probably because of the rain. But anyway, so I'm happy to thank you for letting me do all of your readings tonight. You'll have to chime in when you see me in Coaching Club. Just like shoot me a message or comment on one of my photos, whatever, and let me know how things turn out for you guys. And I'll be here on Mondays again at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. And I look forward to working with you all and showing you a little bit more of the improv style that I like to do. You never know what you're going to get with the show. So sometimes it's super fun, and sometimes it goes in a very methodical, deep direction. So, but anyway, hi Sandra, how are you? But other than that, so we're probably going to go ahead and wrap up, but I'm so happy you all stopped by. Please make sure that you are a part of this group so you can get notifications when any of the coaches go live. And I'm sure at some point I'll be doing a collab with some of the other coaches, which is fun to do live videos like that and readings and tandem things like that. It's a lot of fun. And And yeah, so I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope that all of the information that I've given helps you in some way, shape, or form, and it keeps a positive frame of beach mind for you. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. So have a good rest of the night, and I will see you all later. All right, take care. Bye.